Right. So, before I begin, I will admit right at the beginning, this is a filler minisode. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about until like 30 seconds ago, maybe, because I wanted to do an episode tonight. Emery and I were going to do a minisode together, but then things came up on their end, and it ended up happening. We'll do a minisode eventually, but for now, I'm doing one. And I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. My one of my best friends, one of the best people I know and I've ever met and exist on the planet. Her name is Deanna. She actually was the one who suggested the aliens and UFO episode because I was like, I don't know what to talk about tonight. I want to do an episode, but I don't know what to do. And then, so like I have a topic list, and I've already crossed like 6 titles off. Actually, how many items do I have on this list? Let me look. Okay, there's 15 things on the list, and there are 7 things crossed off. So wait, I think I miscounted. That doesn't sound right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are. Like I say, that doesn't sound right. There's 5 things on this list that are crossed off, and one of them is because of Deanna. I sent her the list, like, I don't know what to pick, I don't know what to do, and she's like, well, the aliens wouldn't sound cool, and I was like, fine, I'll do it. And so, like, yeah, when I did that episode, it was spur of the moment, and it was because Deanna suggested it. And that one ended up being one of my better episodes. I don't know what my the whole rankings and analytics on all my episodes are. I consider that one of my better episodes because it's one of the few episodes I've done where people have actually come up to me after one, not actually physically come up to me, like on Twitter, like message me, and on Instagram, have like talked about it and like said they really liked it and then told me their experience. I've had a few people private message me and tell me their UFO encounters, and I don't have that many episodes. I've had like maybe one other episode where somebody talked about it with me afterwards. I think it was the live action remakes. They were like, oh, here's my opinions on it. We agree here, disagree there, and so there's been like 2 or 3 episodes that somebody has actually talked about it with me afterwards, and the aliens one was one of them. So that's I don't go by numbers because I don't actually look at the numbers. I go by like interactions, and I've had like 2 or 3 episodes that people have interacted on and like talked to me about, and one of them is one that Deanna had suggested. So I never gave her credit in that episode. To me, I was thinking, oh, this will just be a throwaway episode, no one's gonna listen to this, and then that happened. So that was that. I thank you, Deanna. Reason I brought that mentioned that is because I did it again. I'm sitting here the list, and I said I want to do a mini-sode, a very quick mini-sode, just about anything. I don't even care what it's about. I just don't know what I know what I want to talk about, but I can't tonight, and I'll get to why. So I sent her the list, and I said everything. Actually, hang on, let me see what I said exactly. All of my available topics feel like full episode ideas. And then she said, how about your favorite funky food combinations? So here we are. Okay, so the reason I couldn't do my original idea, because if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I actually tweeted something. I bought a game released on Nintendo on the Switch tonight called Game Builder Garage, and I've been waiting for a long time. Well, I don't know, it was like a couple months. Whenever they announced it, it was like a couple months ago. It feels like a long time, but now that I'm thinking, it actually wasn't that long ago. But I've been really excited about it since they announced it. I wanted them to take the Mario Maker idea and build on it. No pun intended. I was thinking like a Zelda Maker or something, but they ended up doing a game maker where you can make your own game, and that's even better. I still want a Zelda Maker though, but I was going to talk about that. I was going to talk about and like how like the Switch, the prices of the games, the first-party games, like, they don't make sense. Like, there's no reason for Link's Awakening, which is a remake of a 30-year-old game, to cost the same as Breath of the Wild. But they cost the same. I was going to do an episode about that, and like the Switch in general, but I can't, technically by my own rules, because, okay, I very rarely, in fact, I never announce my upcoming episodes in advance. I'll tell my close friends, like, oh, my next episode's going to be about this. But I never publicly talk about what my next episode's going to be. But I will this time. E3 starts tomorrow on Saturday and ends on Tuesday. I'm off on Wednesday. So, my next episode is going to be about E3 and everything that was announced. So... And I don't want to have 2 episodes back to back that talk about the same thing. So, I can't talk about what I wanted to talk about. I will go more into detail, full detail, on the E3 episode. For now, I'm going to talk about what Deanna told me to talk about. Or suggested. If she listens to this, she'll be like, I didn't tell you to! I suggested it! So... Deanna, if you're listening to this, I listen to you. Because you're smarter than me. Well, that actually... Damn, Jackie, that could be anyone! Yeah. So anyway, the funky food combinations. She knows me very well, because, I don't really talk about it very publicly. Of course, now I'm doing a full minisode about it, so I guess now I am talking about it. I do a lot of food experiments. I mix a lot of food together. In fact, I think the reason she even came up with this idea for a topic is because I did something tonight. Okay, so at work, we now sell... Actually, yeah, we now sell these little snack packages. They're, actually, hang on, what are the names? I was describing it to Emery, and they were like, wait, it's called this, isn't it? And I was like, wait, and I look at the name. Oh, yeah. Sargento? Wait, Sargento? I think that's a T. I don't know, I've never seen it before. I think that's a T. Oh, wait, I'll just look at Emery's message. Wait, when? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Sargento. We have those here too. Actually, we've had them for quite a while. But yeah, that sounds like Sargento. And I sent a picture, all caps. Yup, I knew it. So Emery knows everything. So I bought one of those tonight. Actually, I bought 3 because we have 3 at work now. There's a Wheat Thins one. There's a Ritz one, and then there's one with cheese, nuts, and berries. Actually, let's see, and they all come with 2 types of cheese. Well, let's see, the Ritz one comes with pepper jack and Colby jack. Pepper jack is my favorite kind of cheese. I'm trying to find. I'm literally digging through the trash trying to find. All right, here's the nuts and berries one. It comes with sharp cheddar cheese, salted cashews and berries, and dried cranberries. Oh, cherry, not berries. And dried cranberries. That was very good. And then the third one, I'm pretty sure it's in this trash can somewhere. It has Wheat Thins. I don't remember the... Oh, I'm so glad I'm not using the video. I'm digging through the trash. It should be on top. Why is it not? Wait, did I miss the trash when I threw it? I probably missed the trash when I threw it. Well, I'm going to use the flashlight on my phone. I do not see it. I do not see the Wheat Thins one, the package thingy. But it had 2 different, like Monterey. Oh wait, here it is. Found it. I did miss the trash and I threw it. Oh wow, I was digging through the trash for no reason. All right. Monterey Jack and mild cheddar cheese with Wheat Thins. There, that, all of that, just to say that I made a Wheat Thin and 4 cheese sandwich, By that I mean I stacked 4 cheeses, like there's the 4 cheeses between the other two. I had already eaten, I ate the berry one first, completely, before I even opened the other two. And I stacked the 4 cheeses between 4 wheat thins. And it was really good. And I told Deanna, and she was like, "That sounds great," or whatever she said. I don't remember. Hang on, before I pick up my phone, I'm going to use some hand sanitizer because there we go. Let me put the microphone down. Okay. I don't have a lot of stuff in the trash. It's mostly like wrappers and stuff, so it's not like gross, but it's still trash, so yeah. Okay, now I'm picking up my phone. I actually have an album on Facebook. I've had how long have I had this? This is, the first picture was posted. Okay. I created my account on September 14th, 2007. Why do I remember that? I don't know. My first picture in the food album, August 25th, 2009. And it's basically, I made Easy Mac, but it didn't make it very well. And then in November 16th, 2009, I did something similar to what I did tonight. I have a slice of banana between 2 vanilla wafers. Let's see. Now it gets to some real wacky food combinations. I know I put some in here. I'm just seeing regular foods that I made. Okay. Okay. This is something that I wouldn't even attempt today. I was much younger back on March 12th, 2011. So, took chocolate ice cream, broke apart a large Hershey dark chocolate and mixed it in. Then put about half a cup of chocolate milk, mixed it all up, froze it for an hour. It is unexpectedly awesome, and I remember that. It was awesome. And then I have a rice cooker that Emery bought me. Okay, so I remember when Emery first sent me the rice cooker. This was like back in like 2010. I was kind of afraid. I thought it was like very sensitive. I kept messaging Emery and was like, "Is it okay if I do this with it? What if I do that?" And then eventually, after like a couple of years, I was just throwing crap in it and seeing what happened. And yeah. Let's see, what did I did in this picture? I think I put too much soy sauce. See that bottle? Nearly empty. I bought it last week. Oh! Okay, so it was white rice that's brown in the picture, and the soy sauce is pretty much empty. I overdid the soy sauce. Let's see. I'm trying to tap to see more. Oh, you know me. The first thing I did with the blender was make coffee. I made coffee in a blender. I mean, I made the coffee in the coffee maker, but then like I poured it in the blender and like put creamer and sugar. I just basically the way I would normally make coffee, the amount that I would put, and then I just turn on the blender for a couple minutes. It's very foamy. Let's see. What are some other things? Oh, a niggity. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. But I don't really say it, I type it all the time. Okay, it's basically a rice ball. And you take... This one isn't really food experimenting. This is just following what Emery told me. Let's see, this picture was posted December 19th, 2011. Oh, it's really good. Basically, you make rice like normal in a rice cooker. You get put down some saran wrap, put down some rice, make sure there's a hole in the middle, fill it with meat and sauce. My meat and sauce of choice is turkey deli meat, and then I would put Miracle Whip. Emery said no, but I did it anyway. It's my choice! And then you put rice on top, and you close the saran wrap and mold it into a ball, and you let it cool down. It hardens, not hardens, but like solidifies and like settles. And then you take the saran wrap off and you're ready. covered in seaweed. It is amazing. I want to get to some real crazy things that I did. Okay, my food experimenting, actually. Okay, this one. Oh. Okay, my most recent thing in the food album was from May 13th, 2020. Basically, it's been a while since I posted my food album. It was under my most recent San Francisco album, so it had been before last May, because I went to San Francisco last in 2019 of May. Anyway, this one isn't as weird as usual. I bought cherry sherbet a couple days ago and have been eating it. Well, tonight I had an idea. I took a banana and sliced it up, put it in the sherbet, let it melt slightly, mixed it up, then refroze it. Strawberry banana sherbet is amazing. I remember that. It was awesome. My more crazier ideas actually came when I was younger. I don't think I have any pictures of those. Because I was scrolling through my food album thinking, oh, I'll just go through here and name off the weird ones. And I just basically used it to put some of my normal, when I was actually cooking something new, I would post a picture of it. Okay, when I was younger, I think when I was like, it was middle or high school, I made nachos. It was just regular nachos with like, it's just nachos, just regular nachos. But I sliced up hot dogs in them. Just to kind of, it wasn't even me, like, I invented something new. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna look for something to make this more interesting. Oh, hot dogs, we have hot dogs. I'm gonna heat them up and slice them into the nachos. No big deal. Well, my sister tried some, and she talks about it to this day. Like, she's like, those hot dog nachos were really good that you made. Like, that was like 20 years ago. Holy crap, it's been 20 years. You ever have those moments where you suddenly realize that this event is like, okay, moving on. Oh crap, this September will be 20 years that 9/11 happened. No, why must time flow onward? Anyway, as I was saying, I've actually been experimenting my entire life. I actually remember the first, I don't know if it was the first time I experimented, but the earliest one I remember, I was like 3 or 4. It was actually a team effort. It was my mom and I, because I mixed Kool-Aid and milk into a cup, and I drank it. And it was a team effort because I drank it and my mom cleaned up the vomit. So, yeah, that's a thing. Bet she fondly looks back on that. I'm actually gonna ask her about that later. She remembers. There was, okay, so another one of my best friends, Mark. I've known him since 5th grade, 1990. Holy crap. These moments are going to keep happening. Oh yeah, we've been friends since the 90s. That's like, what, 10 years ago? Oh, 22 years ago? Oh. We were 9? Oh. Now we're in our 30s? Okay. So, he actually told me a joke once. He said, it's kind of similar to the last thing. He said, he later clarified it was a joke, but I didn't know it was at the time. He said he had a jelly and cheese sandwich, and it was really good. You can taste the jelly going down and the cheese coming back up. And I tried it. It's actually not that bad. It didn't come back up at all. It wasn't as bad as you would think. I wouldn't recommend it. It's not something I'm going to go out of my way and try all the time. But it was something that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And, let's see if there's another one. Oh, it's got a message. Deanna, hey. Have fun. Hey Deanna, you're part of the episode now. I'm doing doing an audio message to you while I'm recording, and now you're officially. Oh yeah, I gave you credit at the beginning, like retroactively gave you credit for the aliens episode. So yay! Okay, I sent it. Anyway, what was I talking? Oh yeah. Okay, so there was one more thing. Uh, oh, there was. Okay, there is something I came up with in 2007 that I still make too. Well, I haven't made it in the last few years, but I did make it enough that it was like a normal thing. I call it a burrito sandwich, and like most of my inventions, food inventions, it came from necessity, from being poor. Because at one time in 2007, I was still living with my family. Uh, we had we had all the ingredients for a sandwich except for the bread. We had tortillas, but nothing to put in them. It was the large tortillas that were like a foot across. And I was like, I literally looked at the tortilla, looked at the sandwich meat and cheese, looked at the tortilla, looked at the sandwich meat, tortilla, sandwich meat, tortilla, sandwich meat, light bulb. So I got the large tortilla out, and I put condiments, I put a mustard down the center, and then I like stacked the sandwich meat three overlapping, and I put the cheese three overlapping, sandwich meat three overlapping, and then we had like a bunch of sandwich stuff, and I just threw a bunch of it in, three stacked overlapping, folded it up like a burrito, ate it. It was amazing, and that was the original one. And then, like, over the years, I've, like, tried different things, like, Miracle Whip, it, different meats and stuff. It's really good. It's, like, no different than a sandwich. It's like a sandwich, but it has a burrito, and it's really good. I, I actually did a video tutorial once, because I was, like, talked about it in a YouTube video once, and had somebody comment, like, what is that? So I did a YouTube tutorial for a burrito sandwich. And I forgot to upload it, and I don't have that computer anymore. So I made the video and never uploaded it. Now I lost the video. And if anyone's curious, I'll make another one. I actually forgot about that. Like, I could have been making it this whole time. I buy tortillas all the time, and oh wow, okay. I was gonna casually mention this and not even consider it as part of the like. Oh, this is another thing. So I make ramen all the time, and I'll take the tortillas and I'll put the ramen in it and then fold it like a burrito. It's really good. And so, like, I buy the sandwich stuff to make a sandwich. I have the tortillas. It never even crossed my mind to make a burrito sandwich. And I could have been doing that this whole time. And if anyone's curious, it's not like I need to make a tortilla video. It's like, okay, Jerry Trainer, who plays Spencer Shea on iCarly, I saw an interview with him once. Somebody asked him how to make like, do you have the recipe for spaghetti tacos? And he like kind of looked at the camera like, are you serious? He was like, you just take a taco shell, put spaghetti in it, and then eat it. And so that's kind of like my thought process for the like burrito sandwich. Like, you don't really need a tutorial. You kind of get the idea of what it is in the name. But if anyone wants a video, I'll make the video. I don't mind making the video. But that's... Oh, Deanna just saw the message. Okay, normally for minisodes, I just do one take. But I stopped. This is like 5 minutes later. I stopped because I asked Deanna if she would like to. I said, want to send a hi or something for the episode, or maybe even a food combination you like as a audio message. You could be like a mini guest on the Minisode. And she said that she was about to go to bed. She would like to, but she's going to go to bed. But I really like French fries and chocolate pudding, which that does sound like a really interesting combination. It kind of reminds me of like the fries and the Frosties at Wendy's. That you don't think they would go together, but then you actually try it, and it goes together very well. It's like, this shouldn't work, and then it does. And then one last thing before I end the episode, there's one thing I want to try. I saw recently, Philip DeFranco opened his episode by talking about a trend that he saw and was appalled by, and it's basically mustard on watermelon. And he put a bunch of mustard on a piece of watermelon, and it was like the things I do for you people. And then he took a bite. He was like, wow. And then he kept doing it. He finished the watermelon with mustard. He's like I'm kind of angry how good that is. And I saw that episode 2 or 3 days ago, and I haven't had a chance to try it, but I really want to try it now. Because that does sound really weird. And okay, one last thing before I end the minisode. Speaking of things that shouldn't go together but do, Pepsi. Recently, I don't even really like Pepsi. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I don't prefer it. It just kind of tastes like a watered down Coca-Cola to me. But they did a weird flavor recently, and when I saw it, we were selling it at work. I had a customer recommend it, and I was like, yeah, no thanks. But I tried it. I'm a huge fan of mango. I love mango. There was a Pepsi mango. I was like, yeah, I'm pass. But I had a customer that one of the regulars. I actually like him a lot. He's really cool. He was like, no, you need to try it. Trust me. It's like, oh, fine, I'll try it. So I bought it, and the taste of the Pepsi actually blends seamlessly with the flavor of the mango. And it's I can't tell where the Pepsi begins and the mango begins. The Pepsi ends and mango ends. You know what I mean? And yeah, I normally don't drink soda, and if I drink soda, it's Sprite. But in the span of a week, I had 5 of those, to the point where I had to tell my coworkers to stop selling them to me. But yeah, it was really good. And another one, I only had one of these, but I really liked it. Was a Mountain Dew watermelon, which that one's popular, so it's not like I'm shocking everyone by revealing this to the world. But that one's very popular. Every other customer was buying it at one point. But those are the 2 things I didn't think would go good. There was okay, really for real this time. Last thing in the minisode, there was I don't like energy drinks at all. They all taste like goat urine to me. Someone's like, how do you know what goat urine tastes like? I'm like, I don't. It just sounds funny. It sounds like it tastes like goat urine. In fact, there was I think it was Rockstar or Red Bull or one of them. They had a Christmas flavor one, and a customer asked me what it tastes like, and I said reindeer urine. But Rockstar had one recently called Rockstar Punch. And it was I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been the watermelon. It was something. It was like a Rockstar Punch or something. And it was the first time I've ever actually legitimately liked an energy drink. I mean, I wouldn't get it any other time. I only got it because it was free. Every week where I work, they give away something for free. And this week it was a free bag of chips. But that week it was the free Rockstar Punch, and I got one for free. And I'm like, wow, this is actually good. I mean, I wouldn't buy it, and I wouldn't regularly drink it, but I actually enjoyed it. And I even told customers that. And where I work, it's in it's in a neighborhood, and all the customers are regulars, so we all know each other, and they know me because I always talk about how I hate energy drinks. So when I told them I actually liked this one, it actually meant something to them. So yeah, we sold a bunch of those. It was free that day, but then afterwards, it was oh yeah, that was really good. Oh really? Okay, I guess I'll try one if you like it. So, but anyway, I'm gonna end this minisode. This is probably my longest minisode. That was fun. Thank you, Deanna, for the topic. I was really struggling on I don't know what I want to talk about. And when she said food combination, I was like, okay, I got a good 10 minutes of topic on that. It's a mini-sode. And now, if any longer, it'll be a full episode. So, I'm going to... Deanna, if you listen to this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep coming to you for topic ideas. Anyway,